Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator 2. And when we last left off, we did the ski center, and our cabinet is looking full. We are getting toward the end here, and a quick palette cleanser, I hope, an extra long limo. Dirt Finder, what a glorious and colorful county we live in. I just about finished my tour, and between you and me, I think I know who's getting that incredible, undisclosed TOTY prize. But I wasn't expecting such a reaction from the crowd. Everywhere I went, people showered me with such love, praise, and produce. Folks here are so proud of their local identities. My extra long limousine is like a tapestry of adoration. And it's not just any dirt on that thing, it's the people's dirt. It's almost a shame to wash it all off, but I'm wearing my white suit to a fundraising dinner for the recovery of those gems later. And that limo is actually based, it looks like, oh, and there's a helicopter on top of it too. Minus the helicopter, this is actually like not too far from reality of like the longest limo. It's crazy to see pictures of it. Yeah, we're going to need to get up on top of the rotors. But we should make very light work. Oh, and a nice pink rotor on top of that. So I suppose you want to know who's going to run away with that coveted Town of the Year, right? I mean, I'm just here to wash, man. Like, that's on you. All right, we'll get the fins. Try to get everything that we can possibly get from the top. Because I imagine it's going to be hard to get to this stuff from the ground. Well, let's start with who's not going to win. I mean, yeah, you can start there. I'd start at the beginning because that's a pretty good place to start. Fumarole, Power Falls, Sponge Valley, Luber City. If I'm being honest, which I always am, those towns were a complete waste of fuel. Oh, snap. And by fuel, do you mean like helicopter fuel? Did you take your helicopter up there? All right, cool. So the ladder can stay there. The back of the limo, very inconvenient. We got those tail sections. All right, there's the tail. Yeah. Knocking out things really quick. Oh, can we? Yeah. So, out of who's left, let's start with Pumpkin. Lots of people to see me there, so big plus for that. Also great food. How come I got a feeling everyone's going to start messaging me about, hey, did you talk to the mayor? What'd he say? But a maniacal duck and goat blew it for them. Goat and duck, huh? Plus the farm switching up. Such a petty response for being denied the water they need to run a viable business. Pathetic. So that's a big no for Pumpkin. Helipad bolt. Okay, so we're getting individual bolts here. All right, the runner. More helipad bolts. We'll make sure that the helipad... Oh, and it's a cheetah print too? My man. All right, easy does it. Helicopter step. All right, so that's the front there. Let's get the step if we can. All right, step is good. The runners. Or landing skid. Well, you know landing skid. Okay, so that's one skid done. And it feels like the tolerance of this... The tolerances are much narrow. Alright, so that's the skid. Helipad bolt. Helipad still needs some work in the back. Oh, the edges. Gotcha. Let's move you over here. So we can get the helipad edge. Alright, so that's helipad done. Alright, now I think that's everything on the helicopter. Oh, nope. Alright, there we go. So there's the horizontal stabilizer, vertical stabilizer, rotors and rotor blades. Yeah, I think we're okay. Up under this super bird fin. Not going to say no to a super bird fin. That's just prime 1970 NASCAR right there. Now all it needs is the Roadrunner on it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get the trunk area, or the back. Yeah, that's what I thought. Next up, I guess, is that Fancy Pants Detergento. But what have they got? A restroom that flips up whenever you need it? I mean, that is pretty cool. A rear bumper set. Actually, they're in with a shout. Alright, let's get the swimming pool. Or hot tub. We can go ahead and fill this up with water if you want. Alright, so that's hot tub drains, jets. Yep, jet. The back window. Alright, so that's that. And then the rear roof. Probably needs to be edged here. Excuse me, ladder. Oh, yeah, then the back part here. So that's fender. Right here, maybe. Kind of see you there. Alright, that's fine. We'll just keep on keeping on. Because we're going to get down the sides anyway. And then dirt is really hard to see on this cheetah print. Alright, so front roof is good. Don't know why rear roof. Maybe there's some hidden dirt that we didn't see. Yep. Okay, cool. So that's that. Then we got the windshield. And this gargantuan hood. What kind of engine is under this thing, I wonder? Alright, so that is trims. And then we have wiper and wiper. And just go down the whole length, man. Let's move on to Bucketon. I never known such treachery in poor art, especially that hippie theater. Alright, hood is good. In fact, I got a cease and desist out of the place, so it's a no for Bucketon 2. Now, is he going to be the type to be like, you know, there is no town of the year because I'm not happy with any of it? Alright, hood ornament. Alright, you good. Alright, let's work down this side. Alright, that window is good. Fender and wheel well. Alright, so that's that good. Door good. Window good. All the way down. Next in the line is Suds East. I mean, are they even taking this competition seriously? From what I heard, they haven't even begun cleaning up at all. I gave them a flyby, and that's all they're getting. Yeah, to be fair, I don't think I've taken a job from any of them. Alright, wheel well. We gotta come back and get tires. Alright, that's door handle on that side good. And then this massive wheel well. Yeah, this is just right out. Alright, reflector. And then we'll get the front bumper, if we can. Alright, cool. Now I feel like Limo. Just running around the wrong side of the limo. Alright, wheel wells. What kind of tires do you have? Freaking clown shoe. That's what you are. Then we have my hometown, Muckingham. Those folks followed me everywhere I went and always have a place in my heart. But I've outgrown the place. It feels so small now, and such insignificance must never be rewarded. Insignificance. I tell you, this guy is a winner. All he does is win, I can tell. Alright, windows good. Yeah, the wheel wells are going to be, and tires are going to be our big concern. Okay, just so that the keyhole wasn't its own thing. Alright, reflector good. Getting in the bumper. So I hope... Alright, so front fender is also here. Good deal. Hello, front grille. Okay. Front bumper and plate. Reflector. Alright, what's up with the grill? I don't see anything that would constitute the grill not done. Oh, yep, there you go. Okay, cool. So let's go from back to front. Tires and wheel well. Right, inner good. Tire and wheel well good. All right. Cool. So that's all 6 on the back. Tire good. Wheel well set. Tire good. Cool. Lots of freaking tires and wheel wells. Oh. It makes me wonder what the underside of this looks like as far as its suspension is concerned, because that's got to be a massive undercarriage. Strain on the undercarriage. Maybe like a tank. Alright, got that. Wheel well good. Center good. Tire good. Yep, get the ground. We learned that from the mining truck. Alright, tire good. I suppose wheel well is good. We'll see here in a minute. No, you're not gaudy. I promise. Alright, there's that wheel well. Alright, wow. We didn't even need to go to the tread, assuming there even is any tread on these tires. Alright, so center tire, front door. So other side, we didn't get the front door. Shut the front door. And then rear door handle. Easy done. New job is available. In anticipation of the mayor's visit, we're reopening our historic shopping mall in Sparkleton. We'd like you to clean it. So that's what I was kind of afraid of. We're able to do this one nice and quick. So I'll separate these out into 2 separate episodes so that we can do the full shopping mall in one, I hope. Once again, you've excelled yourself, Dirt Finder. Last stop, Sparkleton, which is on the under end of the county. Who organized this tour? Oh, a polite final warning. You have until the morning of the Town of the Year awards ceremony to return Ulysses to me forever or face the consequences. I have highly lucrative marketing opportunities that will be fortified or forfeited by his absence. That cat wearing that hat, simple as that. All right, sounds good. All right, back to the home base. And like I said, I'm going to call it here so that the upload isn't too awful long for me. And next time we tackle the dreaded shopping mall. But that'll do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you in the next PowerWash Sim 2 video. Take care. And 1, 2, 3. Hello again, everyone. Saki here, and welcome back to PowerWash Sim 2. When we last left off, we did the extra long limo as a bit of a palate cleanser, and we needed the break because today in Sparkleton, the shopping mall. The job we have for you is beyond exciting, but just to quickly forewarn yourself, don't forget your safety gear. The Quiddity Hollow Shopping Mall is located in Sparkleton's Forgotten Quarter, which all got closed down after it was completely engulfed by potentially dangerous volcanic ash during Rushless's brief hurrah. We think it's probably fine now, but better to be safe than sorry. We weren't planning to reopen yet, but after the mayor name-dropped our mall on Waukesha as the ideal venue for his pre-awards gala, we realized that once again, his brilliance knew no bounds, and we had to make it happen. Yeah, so bringing something back from the dead. Yeah. Okay, so how about these stores? Okay, so the stores are okay. This actually doesn't seem too bad. This feels like the temple. And we have an owl. You know what? That's calling to me. A nice centerpiece to start off with. A nice copper owl. Someone get me a plastic owl. And then we'll probably have the top of the wings that we have to worry about. So we'll find our ladder. Let's go yellow. Get a little bit more power up in here. Yeah, so I believe it's just the top of the owl. We got all of that under cover. And we can grab this. Make use of it. So we got all those ledges and what not to do. Ooh, I hate ledges. All right, can we? I don't know if we can. But if we can jump from here to the owl, almost. I mean, we're right there. All we got to do is get a little bit closer, and we can get on that owl. Come on, and a two, and a yeet. Yeah, and with this being copper, it's like you can't tell what you've cleaned and what you haven't. But the wing is almost done. A little bit grooves up to the body. So that's the owl body done. Wings. I don't know if it's the back side. Probably these edges. All right, that wing's done. Come on, owl. Cool. Owl wing done. The owl statue plinth. Shouldn't take much to do. All right, and then we might need another lift here. Yeah, and that's going to be the difficult part. All right, so we got up and under here. All right, so that's the plinth. Oh, crap. That's what's going to take so long. Getting into the these little areas and falling. Now, if we could grab that ladder. Let's go super spray. Get the top inside edge. Of this owl statue. Can we jump? No, we're like kind of. Yeet. All right, we're in. Really difficult, but I think once we get to the part where we can get to the ledges, up under the feet. Yeah, it's like we have no room. Where does this ladder go? Yeah, it goes on. Yeah, this will be much better. All right, there's that done. It's like we're hitting our head. All right, that part is done. All right, owl statue leg, body, plinth, perch, tier, floor, wall, inner. Oh, there we go. So there's wall, inner. Then we can get wall, outer. Excuse me, ladder. Yeah, we'll put you over there, put the ladder over here. We'll be going to the second floor shortly. Trying to get the ceiling as best we can. All right, all right, all right. All right, so there's the outer. Then we can get the central tube with all of these guys. All right, got that. Yeet. Edge the top. Nice. We'll get right down to the floor. Get this base cleared out. All your base are belong to us. I know I've made that joke like a ton of times. All right, then we'll edge the wall. Get the flooring done. Get the wall. And then we'll have a nice copper centerpiece to keep us company while we do this thing. And we are indeed using our proper washer. So that's the first hurdle done. Yeah, it'll feel good to get this done. I was kind of dreading it, reading about like, oh, most of the missions are easily done, they're pretty quick, but then you have the shopping mall. And it's like, oh God, what's waiting for me at the shopping mall? I was anticipating individual stores, kind of like how the roller disco had like the separate food court and the separate like skate sign out area. That's what I was kind of thinking was going to be in here. If all the shops are closed up, it's one less thing that I have to worry about. And this grime, we're like sitting a lot better than the roller disco with our equipment. That is for sure. All right, let's get right on the base edge. And then we'll be able to get right to the floor. And this whole fountain. There we go. And then right to the floor. I think the floor is going to be pretty satisfying on this one. Looking at my plan of attack, probably the ledges are going to help us out the most. Alright, why we no base? There we go. So base is good, fountain is good. So we have the whole owl and the whole center, unless it's not, taken care of. Alright, so from up here, we can get our super. And we've just got angles to hit. So how's life treating you, Alestra Wash? I mean, I can't complain. Bet you've been a uptick in work since the mayor announced his masterstroke, haven't you? Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, that's going to suck. You must be booked for weeks with everyone on the glow up. Just fantastic. Yeah, making a lot of money. Doing a lot of things, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to need the lift to get up there on top of these. Can we put the ladder? Kinda. The ladder does not get on top of them, though. And that is upper center wall. So that might, okay, so that might not be a separate piece. So let's just keep on keeping on. Just do everything that's cream. See if it dings. And if it does, we're doing good. Can we go white? We'll go green. We'll stay green. Stay green. Yeah, part of me is like the ye old get a ladder. You'll be like able to get the big nozzle on and take care of a lot of that gunk. But then other parts of me are saying, well, this is doing a pretty good job and I'm not missing much. Right, we'll go right up to that skylight. That'll be kind of our line of demarcation. Little bit of growtiness left over. And this place brightened up. Once that, we didn't even hit the skylight yet. Tell you, I feel from my neck though. It's like, yeah, bring some protective gear, but more importantly, bring some Tylenol to deal with that dang headache you're gonna have. All right, it's not much. We have a little bit of this ceiling to hit. Don't know where it is. Up and under here. We've got that. We've got that. Yeah, when I say pain in my neck, let's go ahead and do the skylight. See if we can get the ceiling to hit. Man, not even the skylight hits. There we go. So skylight hit. There's ceiling hit. All right, so center ceiling is good. We can break off into to wings, pun intended. All right, so let's grab the ladder. We'll work on this wing first. We'll get up here with our near washer. Dang it! At least the ladder's right here. And a whole lot of area to move around with, but we can hit it with our near washer. Nice and powerful. We can get this skylight set. Maybe. Can we move the ladder? No, we can't. So we'll just kind of stand on the ladder, cockeyed like this. All right, and then we'll get the arch, the inner arch. Inner arch is good. And that is windows. All right, so let's run over here. Imagine this is really caked on. Yeah, this is where the trouble lies. If we could just step back another foot, which I know they know what they're doing. If we could step back another foot, we'd be okay. All right, so let's see. Can we get the whole skylight? So maybe yellow? I mean, yellow seems to be okay. Tell you what we'll do. We'll pop the white extension on. And we'll just go from bottom to top. Maybe green. We'll go to the halfway mark. And come back. See if we... Okay, so that arch is good. So I like to see. Progress, dings. All that good stuff. Yep, right in there. All right, window. Oh, I see a little bit there. Then probably have to come back. Let's go white. See if we can hit something. Yeah, this is the killer. It's the tolerances are really narrow. There we go. Cool. All right, so let's not stand on ceremony. We'll go right to the edge here. All right, so corridor wall is almost good, and it doesn't have a lip. There we go. All right, so let's work from here down. We'll get right in the crevasse. And yeah, intricate woodworking detail. We'll make sure that the diamonds leave with you. Darn it! I just need a foot, man. All right, wall upper. All right, let's go window by window, pane by pane. I know you're in there. Oh, there you are. All right, so that's the whole outer frame, inner frame, then just the dome. What's up with you? There we go. And wall upper. Nice. That's what we need. We need some quick wins, some quick pings to let us know we're doing a good job. All right, down to the inside, we'll go ahead and get this bit taken care of like last time. Get the intricate corners and the sides. Make sure everything is awesome in there before continuing on. And then we'll get this other side as well. I think we're set. Oh, nope. There we go. Back up. Get the inside. Now work window by window, pane by pane. Luckily, we're powerful enough at this range that we don't have to think about it too much. And then by getting each window, well, I say we could almost guarantee we're getting the frame, but we weren't. Right. So, yeah, cool, frame good. Now dome. All right, that's good. And then wall upper, I think, continues around to here. All right, that's set. That's set, thank you. Wall upper. Then just a few more of these. We've got a system, we have a flow. We know what to hit, when to hit it. And I think the power washer itself is doing the work. Dang ladder! Let me go! Alright, cool. Now, oh, I see ya. Inconvenient. I think we got it right there in the corner. All right, pane by pane. Can we stand up? We'll jump and get it. All right, so we're there. Next pane. Window good. Hit the top of the arch. I think we're okay. A little bit there. All right, arch is good. Pane is good. All right, you're all set. Arch. I do hope they change it up on the other wings, though. I wouldn't want to do those 4 windows again. Heh. Just a little bit back. There we go. So you're good, you're good, you're good. We didn't get you over here quite yet. So before we move on, we'll just basically say that this side is done, aside from the floor. So we'll edge top, make sure nothing exists up here that we need to go get after the fact. Yeah, get those lights while we can. All right, so this was one ledge top. And I don't know, is this a thing where... Dang it! So that's the light. That light is good. Yeah, so ledge trims. I know that won't have anything to do with the ledge top. Yeah, that light is good. All right, so where are we at? Yeah, that's a completely separate top. And I know we got... No, we didn't. All right. Tolerances are really narrow. I'll just make sure that we got... Probably because we're using the white primarily, it's leaving just the smallest hint of dirt behind in the grooves. Let's swipe to green so that we can avoid that crap in the future. Alright, that's that floor section done. Light is good. Alright, so that's this part done. Let's continue working around. Get that graffiti to come off. What do we have here? Trapdoor? Or something? Alright, right in the corner. We'll edge all the way up to there. That's set. Get the top of the art frame. Bottom of the art frame. Frame is good. Central wall art. Good. Alright, that's good. Now we're cooking with gas. Jeez. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's going to be dirt on the top of that. Of course there is. I think we can get it, though. Right along the edge here. A little bit of graffiti left behind, of course. It's incredible how much difference one man has made, sweeping in and giving the whole county a proper shakedown. I haven't felt this much energy about the place since, well, ever. You were trying to win, Town of the Year is what all you're trying to do. All right, so that's that. Do we... I don't want to leave that be. if we can get up top here, I hope something like here. And then if we can get to the top, oh God, we're stuck. Yeah, it might be a long shot, a longer shot, all the way up. Yep, that's what I thought. Get the top of that before we do anything else and we forget about it. Yeah. We'll run around here. Right along the floor and then up and under the edge. All right, so that's the frame. Oh, I saw you. You're having to come at this from a little bit of a distance. So that's wall done. Frame is being worked. Frame is good. All right, art piece. All right, center window good. Yeah, imagine. Yep, that's a different top floor. You're good. All right, another art piece. All right, you're set. You're good. Hit you from this angle. All right, then we'll hit you from this angle. All right, that is the centerpiece good. And art is good. Yeah, probably a line of demarcation here for our floor situation. You're set. Center wall. There we go. Just squat enough to get some space. All right, you're good there. So once again, we did clean that up. Good deal. There's going to be another one of these. Now we do have our process that we kind of perfected. It definitely got us done fairly quick. Get trim as best we can. There's trim. All the way down the window. All right, so I think we have a good base point now. Let's see if we can get the ceiling as well as we possibly can. Just barely. All right, most important thing is to hit this and have a plan. We'll go right to the center line. And make sure the whole window is good before moving on, especially in those grooves here. All right, I think we're set. Yeah, our extension is paying for itself massively right now. A little bit there, a little bit there. We'll just be really meticulous here. Boom. That's what I like to see. With the ceiling done, then it's just eyes down. Or up now. Okay, you can move there. Ladder. I require your assistance over here, please. Heh. Well, that's a terrible place to put it if I can't climb up. All right, in we go. And up we go. All right, we got that groove. All right, let's get... All right, so that's window good. And its whole cavity. Window's good. Let's get its cavity. Stand up, please. Stand up, please. All right, window good. Get its cavity. All right. Yeah, small quarters, but I think we are okay. All right, so that's frame. So it's just windows. And wall upper. Dome. And then wall upper. All right, you good? Get the light while we're here. Get the lights! All right, you good? All right, so then, yeah, 2 more of those. All right, cool, so that's the top. Nice. Okay, cool. Then cavity. I don't know if we would have had like the lower pressure washer if that stuff would have went into those cavity corners or not. But I'm not going to change over now to experiment with that. We've got a job to do. And I'm not trying to be here all night doing it. All right, up and over, got the cavity, stand up, hook up. All right, window good. So cavity, cavity. Sounds like the newest Starbucks item, the cavity. All right, so that is good. I don't see, yeah, that window also dinged. All right, that is good. Along the edge. All right, that's wall upper. All right, then 1 more of these things. All right, you're good there. That's all wall upper. Getting the cavity. Now, I haven't seen the front in great detail. I have no idea what awaits us on this side. Oh, it's more of those. More of the same. Doing what we've just been doing. That's a little uninspired. Dirt Finder. If you can get the old freeway on the double, I'd be tempted to pay you double. No promises. What in the gravy is that? Is that some kind of Flintstones mobile? I have no idea what that even is. Alright, that's good. Cavities. Alright, you're good. Window is good. Cavity is good. Stand up. Cavity. Yeah, if the top level is just these, it's kind of uninspired. The tolerances were pretty good on that, though. I guess they knew all the nooks and crannies may be difficult to really get into. Right, you good? Which I suppose just leaves floor. And hit the lights! And then when we get to the bottom floor, hopefully there's some variety that we can do. Hit the lights! Alright, that floor is good. Good half. Excuse me, ladder. It's actually staying out of the way pretty well. Right, that's set. On around we go. Some more art. More ledge. More of the same. The small designer loved his Control-C, Control-V. Which I guess makes sense. If you want to make sure that walls line up, you put the same length of wall everywhere. With the same stuff. And then it'll all line up. You don't have to worry about it. Alright, that's that, that's that. That's that wall. Ledge top. What do we got? Let's make sure our line of demarcations are good. Alright, you're good on the... Alright, so one... I mean, a bigger one on the end, and then we get back to the art form, but we're making good time, I think. I haven't timed myself, but we know what we need to do with each one of these. It's just the patience to do it the same way every single time. Oh, another skylight, another top edge. Does this skylight go down? Yeah. So this skylight kind of goes down a little bit more. So for this, we'll work in sort of sections here. We'll do half. You're good, thank you. And then we'll go up here and work that backside there. And we'll go pane by pane. They'll be a little bit more controlled. See antennas outside. The wild blue yonder out there. Right, I think we're good there. We'll shortcut. Actually, we could probably, now that I think about it, Just go up and down like so. Pane by pane. And against the blue sky, we can make out the dirt a little bit better. Just make sure these windows are good before we carry on. All right, where are you at? Can we turn off? Probably green. Anything at all. Anything we missed. What we got? There we go. It was like a sneeze. That actually does some work. How about yellow? We're kind of breaking our flow, but that does seem to get quite a lot from the center. Yeah, that's the window done. Window done. Window done. Window done. Window done. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Let's move this thing over. Don't mess with us. All right, top. Cutting through all that stuff. It's hard to see where even the line is, as grody as this thing is. All right, you're good. So let's use the yellow booster here. Go pane by pane. And then by hopefully using the yellow, we don't run into any of the bits that need to be redone. Yeah, we'll go to the halfway mark here. One more. Can we, yeah, just barely up top. Down, please, so I can see. All right, and then this window, right up the middle. All right, we'll continue on. Can't see. I think that pane is good. Can't see. Oh, I see it. A little bit there. I would just like for once on one of these windows that when we get to the last pane, we are actually done. Okay, I know you guys in Muckingham are a bit wary of him, but maybe you just weren't ready for his ideas yet. That's dangerous. You just don't understand him. Everything I've seen happening here in Sparkleton has been win, win, win. You know, I wonder if that is a commentary on recent events. Please be good. Yeah, even intolerance. Nice. All right, you good? All right, we'll go straight down. All right, you're good there. And at this angle, I think we can get in all the little spaces. And not have to worry about it. All right, might have to go lower just a little bit, just to get even. Yeah, and we can get the upper edge too. All right, you set. You set. Oh, I see it. A little bit under. Entrance wall, good. Shoot. Making good progress. Let's work on this back wall here. We'll get all of the green. Now this is tough to see dirt from a distance, that is for sure. All right, you good? Yeah, so neither one of those windows are set, so we're going to have to come at them from an angle. Just like that. We could probably get away with doing this on the ground. Yeah, especially since we have to get up and under those sills and everything. Yeah. All right, window good. And we'll get this window. So that's frame. Crap. Can we get him from here? No, not really. A little bit higher. Nope, higher. Yep, right on that edge. Then coming from top down, we should have a better angle at this. Nothing will escape us here. There we go, and then the frame. So I imagine there might be some fiddly bits up and under. Oh, on top, I saw that too. So some fiddly bits, yeah, below the frame and above the frame. All right, so we were good there. I mean, it's got to be, yeah, the tippity top. All right, so now we can, yep, keep on keeping on. From the top up here, we might be okay to hit. I mean, aside from the bottom windows, but we definitely got in the groove spaces. Yeah, we'll have to lower though. Get a little bit more even. Yeah, and then up under here, quite a bit. think we're ready for windows. That just tears at it from this distance. All right, then the frame. I think we might need to go down a bit. Yep. All right, so there's wall front. All right, can we? Wish we could drive it a little bit forward. That's all we need. What we can do is sort of work from bottom. Get everything that we can see from the bottom, and then climb. Like all the up and under stuff. The windows. Ah, just barely. Can we get away with... Yep, got it. Yeah, I think we'll have to climb once we get... Alright, so that's the frame and that window good, and that window good. Let's climb a little bit. That window's good. Pretty much straight on. That window's good. So there's that. Cool. So really all it is just this walkway now. From here back. Yeah, we had this little sign to do. Won't take too awful long to get this artwork. We can make short work of that. And then the frame. And since we're here, we'll go full white. Since we're right on top of it. Right, upper center wall, and I imagine, yeah, this little bit. Alright, upper center wall is good. And then the pillar is good. So we get mud off the walkway. Hit the lights! And then we'll be ready to concentrate on the bottom floor. Hit the lights! Alright, so this floor still needs some work. Kinda saw a little bit there. There you go. Didn't see what I hit, but I hit it. Alright, so that's a, yeah, completely different ledge top. Okay, you good. Alright, you're now good for some reason. Not gonna say no. Alright, and that's a new ledge too. You're good. Hit the lights! I see a little bit there. Okay, arch frame is good. So let me... Yeah, so that arch frame is good too. Alright, good. Good, good, good. It's so frustrating hearing people in Fumeral complaining that nothing's happening here, but they just have to be patient. ripples are on their way. Oh, I imagine so. So, that's it. That's top. All top all the time. Let's put you over here. So we'll work from... Where the crap's the entrance? So is this the entrance? Yeah, that's the entrance. So we'll work on edge. Trim. We'll do a lap around, get all the edge trim done. All right, you good? And now that everything's on the ground floor, everything should go much quicker. I don't think there's as much intricate work to do on the bottom floor. All right, trim good. We got this trim to do. Slicing through. Right, we're good there. Trim good there. Excuse me, owl. Trim good. Trim good. Dang it! All right, ladder, I need you to move. Right, ladder, I need you to move. Okay, still not done. Still not. Yep, gotcha. Figured a little outcropping was going to get us. Dang it! I don't know where to put you to get you out of the way. But you're peeing on the wheels of progress. Alright, so that's the trim done. Now we've got underside. Okay, so then, yeah, it goes into shop. Interesting design here. Okay, let's make sure that that is well gotten. All right, underside. We'll get right in the shop area. Right, you good? Yeah, the intricate work about going around these flat pillars is what's going to earn our money today. Right there in the... Yep, in the crevices. Right, you good? All right, where are you at? Gotta be here somewhere. Yep. Corner to corner. Was that different? Okay, so that's the same one. Gotcha. Just making sure we weren't jumping the gun. We good? Oh, that, yeah, I was going to say that could be a little bit difficult if there was a groove up there. Excuse me, ladder. You're not too much of an inconvenience there. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we start at the front door. I got confused on where exactly we were in the grand scheme of things. All right, there we go. I was going to say, come on now. Now we're coming back to the front of the mall. Swear. Cool. Oh, yeah. In that groove there. All right, so that is everything there. So, do we start here and then just work our way back around to the front door? I think we do. All right, so let's start with the entrance ceiling. We'll get this canopy taken care of all the way to the front door. The front door will be the last thing we do before the floor. And then we'll start here. All right, so that's actually continuing on over here. Now we're getting some details. Instead of it all covered in muck. Right, you good? Intricate little corner. Yeah, we'll be sure to come down here so I can see my line. Now the shops are opening up. All right, so window frame is still a little bit dirty. There we go. So pop the frame and the window. Handle good. Door windows are good. Doorstep good. Yep, door and door frame good. Electronics shop. My favorite place in the mall. Go figure. Bet you never could have guessed. Interesting collection here. All right, and then once again, it's kind of tough because the glass corner doesn't really have any identifying marks to delineate it. So you kind of have to guess where the corner is if you don't line it out. And that sale sign kind of reminded me of Super Mario Brothers. All right, double ding there. All right, got those. Clothing shop wall still needs to be, there we go. Clothing shop wall done. And I'm just gonna say, this was not the taxing, overwhelming thing that I was expecting. And it could be from the equipment. It could be from my process. I don't want to give myself too much credit that I made this easier on myself somehow. Window frame, and I imagine there might be stuff on top of that frame before we continue on. Window and frame, wall. Corridor wall still needs help. So I'll do quick blast here, quick blast here. There we go. That's really tricky to get in those angles. Yeah, not a whole lot of room to work there. Antiques shop. Jessica's Antique Collectibles. And now we can kind of see what they're working with. Right, that's the topper, the base. Window and frame still needs... Oh, I see ya. Alright, so that's the window. How about the frame? Frame is good. Frame is good. Alright, wall is set. Window. Handle. Window, door, and frame. All one big pop. And the... yeah. Which we are going to get that when we got the floor. So it's not like we would have missed that. Alright, let's go corner to corner. Alright, window hoe. Get all the grimy bits. Right, window and frame. Got the walls, the pillars. Lots of graffiti here. Interesting double corner there. Very easy to forget. those. There's the wall. And the frame. Good. Alright, so we have a bit of an intricate copper art piece, kind of like the owl. It'll be really inconvenient to hit. Alright, so that side's good. We'll just make sure as we continue on that this feature, nice, the feature is good, which means now we just focus on wall. Got those stuck on newspapers. I'm stuck on newspapers because newspapers stick on me. And up. And another one of these corner art forms. And talk about perfect timing. Just about everyone was moping after the theft of the merman's gems. The mayor comes up with this genius scheme. And you think they're mutually exclusive. Now ask anyone and they'll be, Merman? What merman? All I care about right now is winning Town of the Year. Yeah, it seems like a legitimate distraction. Give them, you know, bread and horses or circuses? Bread and circus? Yeah, just give them bread and circuses. Nothing to see back here behind the curtain. Alright, that's up to the floor and up to the window. Seal it. Alright, that's wall done. Corridor. Display window. Double ding. Column ding. Yeah, getting the edges. Door frame. Window. Triple ding. Oh, another one of these weird display shelves. Weird corner angles. Right, you good? Yeah, get this trimmed. I think we're good on that side now. Let's get everything good on this side. So all we have to worry about is the front. And I imagine Tourist Shop would be hopping with this Town of the Year thingamajig. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, what are we up to now? Almost back to the fountain. So another window to pop. It's crazy. You can't see a thing in there. And then all of a sudden, it reveals itself. And it is the corridor display window, Tim's toolbox. I wonder if he is the toolman Taylor. All right, frame and window. All right, column good. We have more of the art pieces. Chugging along, 85%. And we're getting to where the floor is going to be the majority of what's left. That's back wall. And picture frame. to get in that corner as best we can. This is a very close shop to this wall, or shop window to the wall. All right, so let's go get everything on the side that we can down to the corner. Same thing here, we'll get everything down from the side to the corner. Oh, scissor lift. All right, you good up top? Some paint graffiti there on Tim's toolbox. Oh, that was a screwdriver behind. We hit the door handle from afar, from downtown. So that's shop window. You know what? Doorsteps. Have I been hitting doorsteps? Well, I mean, we were going to when we get the floor. Don't overthink it. Don't break your flow. Window good. Frame good. Double ding. So that plinth kind of stuck out a bit. As a different style, it's nice to see something different. But we're almost to the front door. And once we get to the front door, then it's just a matter of floor. Then we won't have to do any more. All right, window good. Door handle good. Window and a triple ding. Let's make sure everything is good on the side. Everything is good in the corner, and this is a little bit tricky. Several angles to do. All right, I think we're okay. Page and Turner's books. It's a real Page and Turner's. Like the pun. Right, that's window good. Display good. Bottom good. Base. All right, that's shop wall and all of those. So yeah, now we're back to the entryway. Got that post. Then we just go up. All right, so that's lower wall. All right, entrance door. We've got opening hours. We can see our van in the parking lot. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so I think all that's left now, scoot this over here. We can start in the back corner. Maybe even a white. Not green. So officials are claiming that seismic activity has started back up on the moon for the first time since the dinosaurs. Okay. Apparently the whole moon's ringing like a bell. The vibrational rise I'm sensing down here at Rushless is connected. I just know it. So I didn't know, and that could be legit, I'm not sure, about dinosaur seismic activity from the moon. I mean, maybe. That's something a space historian would be able to fill in. Was there a lot of great seismic activity on the moon in the time of the dinosaurs? And, I mean, the time of the dinosaurs covers a lot of time. Right, corridor floor. Does it go all the way up here? Yeah. Goes all the way up to the red. All right. So let's do the... Let's work our way. What's up? Oh, nice. Yeah, the capital. Okay, thanks. While I was here. Oh, so there was... Yeah, the column capitals then I might have missed. Got that column capital. Got that column capital. Got that one. So I guess it was just a few then. Okay. Works for me. Alright, center floors. Now this is where I find out that there's a big thing that I never noticed. Alright, ladder. Scissor lift. I'm going to need you to move. Yeah, you just go in there, scissor lift. You can go back here, and that's going to be your forever home. And then we'll just finish this up nice and tidy. I'll be interested to see my time on this one after recording. I thought it was going to be like this massive thing. Like 3 hours, like putting the roller disco to shame. But, it's fine. I mean, we got a pretty good timer here. Nothing seemed too awful difficult. Nothing exploded. Nothing needed to be taken with extra care. We just did it. Although that could just be my sense of time off, since we were able to hit up a lot of stuff. Oh, hello, corridor wall. And did we get the doorstep? Yeah, we got the doorstep. Got lucky and hit that wall with our water. Alright, you good? And then, oh, I saw that. The window lower frame. I mean, we were going to hit that with the floor anyway. But yeah, I think this is... So, entrance floor, entrance ledge top. Entrance ledge top. And electronic shop lower window frame. Alright, electronic shop lower window frame. Page turners connected. Alright, you good? Entrance ledge top. Grab the ladder. I don't know. This one, huh? And here I thought. Oh, right there. Yep. Alright, entrance floor is it. Here we go. Finish it up as we head out the front door. Should not be difficult at all. Yeah, so this job actually wasn't bad. Once we got on that scissor lift and were able to hit those domes from the side, oh man, it made our job so much easier. We were able to just go through and tear it up. Hopefully we get more of the same like that. Okay, halfway up the floor. Yeah, this ain't bad. And if we had got some good tolerances, we'll ding even before we get to the front door. Still have a ways to go, I think, but... yeah, right up the edge. Funnel everything out. We're almost out of here, man. Just a few sweeps. We good. Nice. So let's see the mall in action. We did the owl first. Then the ceilings, worked our way around from side to side. Then we got wise, started shooting everything from the middle level, worked our way around, did all the walls. Then all the floors, and we're out. Ka-ching! Shopping mall looks fantastic. Thanks, Illustrawash. We'll just get the guys in with their Geiger counters to give all the clear, and we're all ready for the mayor. Apparently there's talk of a light show to end all light shows at the end of the awards ceremony, and knowing our mayor will be. You heard it here first. All right, so 1,600 P points, $12,000. Next up is, a futuristic bike. Well, we can let's go ahead and finish that. Apparently, I'm supposed to give you some nonsense about how we were trying to break the land speed record when something bad happened, but I'm past caring at this point. Let's be honest, you don't care anyway. You're just here for the cleaning, right? I am. Should be fairly quick. We did the mall, I think, fairly quick. I don't have a timer on, but it would be a great irony if that mall was like 3 hours and it just felt, like a few minutes. Say, so how long do you think this will take? Oh, not long at all, my man. Maybe my boss wants to know how long it's going to be till I'm back out on the sand trying to break that land speed record. All right, engine casing, engine panel. I know what, actually, I'm done with that guy. I'll say what I want. So what are you going to say? Frankly, he doesn't deserve my loyalty after what he's put me through. You go, Rocky. Oh, little engine fairings, okay. So is that purple? Oh, that purple stuck on. So we tried to set the land speed record, but the, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's really stuck on bits. So while it's not a big project, that purple stuff is no joke. Tell you what. Get this big wobbledy-doo. So make sure everything is good. I think we're okay there. So engine casings might be okay. Yeah, let's just hit this with this big wobbler. Seems like he can get the caked on stuff fairly easy with it. That's what it's there for. We never really had a need for it until now. When this guy comes back with all kinds of purple stuff stuck to him. Land speed record, my right foot. I bet this guy's an alien. For years I've had to live in the woods. Away from it all after he messed up so bad. Years! Okay, so that's tail light. Upper body still needs a little bit. Is it up and under? The stuff he had me doing recently doesn't even make sense. There's upper body. He's had me protesting in the desert, carting stuff through tunnels. All right, I think that's all the purple stuff. The other day, he had me throwing garbage at some float. Oh, that stuff, yeah. We got some residual there. Though at least driving this thing might be fun. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. But no. Before I even got close to top speed, the whole thing seized up on me. Good deal. There we go. Then up and under suspension casing. There we go. So I think that is set. Just front tires and whatnot to do, I believe. We'll be sure to get right on the bottom of them. All right, front wheel. Oh, front wheel. Okay. There we go. And suspension system casing over here. Yeah, imagine it was going to be in the back. We got it from the other side. Oh, maybe. So that's lower body. There we go. And then the engine. So the engine itself. Okay, how does one? Probably ladder. Okay, step ladder. Give me my step ladder. Let's give her a soak. And then a weeble wobble. Oh! Where we're going, we don't need roads. Hey, Flo, you know anywhere near Bucketon by any chance? It's all gone down at the theater. Well, see ya. This is like the first real animated job. Well, okay, cool. So a quick wash of this car. Once I saw that the purple stuff was really grody, the Wibbler Wobbler did a lot of good work. Thanks. I don't care what anyone told me. I'm putting this thing into fly mode and getting this delivery done, then I'm finally out. All right, so that was that. Now we have a theater to do. And we already did a theater before, but we're back at Bucketon. And, yeah, we will cross that when we get there. But, yeah, our what, 2, 3 spaces open maybe? Futuristic bike right there. And then we did the shopping mall. All right, we're getting to it, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next PowerWash Sim 2 video. Take care.